She thought she could only experience herself fully through him, her body a means to an end. Sweet, kind, pure, she was honey for damaged, experienced, and numb. They met at the cusp of dissatisfaction. She wanted freedom, he wanted to conquer. To prove that he didn't want her, but he could have her. To prove that even she couldn't make him feel anything more than her skin under his. And for the first time, she submitted. And for the millionth time, he toyed with an innocent heart. His fingers ran over the edges, curious how something could beat so surely when there was nothing to see to believe in. He pressed in, soft at first, gentle, then firm, wondering how much this thing could take. How far could he dig until it broke? He traced the faint scars that it proudly bore. Who caused them? How far did they get? Could he go further? His lack of effort quelled high ambitions. He eventually got bored, barely scratching the surface. He needed another way in. Faster. A shortcut he'd taken many times before. If not through her heart, then between her legs. He propped them on his shoulders. Isn't this what she wanted? To experience herself fully through him? She shyly nodded, letting her body be a means to an end. He pressed in, soft at first, gentle, then firm, wondering how much this thing could take. All of a sudden, he was in. Isn't this what he wanted? To experience her fully through himself? Letting his body be a means to an end. Sweet, kind, pure. Her honey made him forget he was ever damaged, experienced, numb. And for the first time, he submitted. And for the millionth time, she nurtured a broken heart. He finally understood what it meant for a heart to beat so surely when there was nothing to see to believe in. Pounding harder and harder, he started to feel more than her skin under his. He started to hear the sound of his own heart, a rhythm that was escalating, crying to be heard. Maybe he did want her, but how could he have her? Harder, faster, louder. All of a sudden, he could no longer keep it in. He let it all out. Every bit of him, all over her. Silence. As he collapsed beside her, their heartbeats slowed. Was it over? That's it? They met at the cusp of dissatisfaction. She thought she could only experience herself fully through him, but he barely scratched the surface. She still didn't know herself, and he was just beginning to find himself.
You're so very special, but I'm a creep.